Everything I have, everything I own, everything I eat is thanks to you. Every breath I take,
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
every bird I
From Jami'
hear,
al-Zahid channel,
every
we
smile
would
I
like to welcome you
see
on this time.
is thanks to
And from this time, we would like to present about the logistic and shipping in Oman and how Oman staying connecting to the world. At the beginning, always we need to define what does the logistic and supply chain mean. Uh, yes, what is mean? It is the field that focuses on managing and organizing the movement of goods and services from source to customer in efficient and timely manner. Sometimes, yes, we need to order these materials from Oman here to China, for example. So we need time, limited time it is required. For example, 1 month. So we should need these materials. It's come to Oman from China to Oman for 1 month. So this one should be efficient, timely manner. And these we need some processes, and these processes it need planning and organization and implementation. So we need to plan how many items we need, how many and what time, and what is the specification of these materials need. So all this need plan and organization, and then implement for this process. Also, we need to deal how to control the operation of these, such as how to distribute these materials, how to supply these materials, and also how to keep it in warehousing. Because some of the materials we need it, need warehouse, good warehousing. Okay, so this is the supply and logistic chain means. In our presentation, this is the introduction. Our presentation will go through 3 themes. The first theme is Oman strategy location, and the second, the infrastructure of the logistic, and third, which is talk about how Oman stay connected to the world, staying to connected to the world. Let us to start first the strategy location of Oman, and where is Oman? It is located, especially for the trade, because we are talking about the logistic. So we need to talk about the located on the logistic, where it is located. First of all, the geopolitical advantage. So you know where is it staying, which is away from the Strait of the Hormuz, because we have some of the ports such as Duqm ports and Salalah ports. They are away from Strait of the Hormuz. This is one of the strategic location of Oman in the trade or in the safe. Also, we have maritime access, which is safe and open. Very important for that. And also we need to appeal to the global shippers. Yes, many global shippers routes with lower risk. Always global shippers, they are looking for the low risk, because the Oman, they have low risk and also safe and open area. One of the strategic location of Oman is direct maritime connection to Asia, Africa, and Europe. So you can see here in this photo a Duqm by red one. See, Duqm is here, and you see this blue one. This is Arab Sea, and in this opposite location, which is Middle East area, India, Pakistan, Singapore, and China, Korea, every Middle East countries in this side. And from this side, if you see this yellow line, it is Europe countries and Africa, and so from this side it will be America. Docom, it is in the middle. So very strategy location in this here. It is in the middle, especially for the ship when it is coming, when it is passing from Europe, Africa, and going to the Middle East or in opposite. So they have to pass through this area, and if they need for services for their ship, and Duqm is there, Salalah is there. They are away from Strait of the Hormuz. Again, critical location for regional trade and transshipment. Yes, gateway for the Middle East. Really, as you see now in the photo, last map, this is gateway of the Middle East and emerging markets. Uh, they are now we have finished for the strategic location of Oman. If you have seen and we talked together regarding that, it is the middle gateway of the middle of the east and safe and open area. Now we will move, before we will move to the infrastructures of the logistic. So we need, there is some factors we should, these factors be very strong. There are some factors, yes, should be very strong in the logistic. And we have here in Oman, Alhamdulillah, uh, really good factors. They are help to use or to be the strong infrastructures of the logistic. First of these factors, special economic zones and logistic zone. One, it is called Sizad economic zone at Duqm, and Sohar free zone, Khazain, also as well Salalah zone. These all zone, they have many advantages of the zone because they're free tax, especially for America, and also they give the plan, they give lands, they give all tax is free for that. This is one of the advantage. Also, if we talk about the Duqm zone or Sizad zone, what they are storing there, what are the largest special, they are largest special economic zone in the Middle East, covering 2,000 kilometers and includes Duqm port, dry dock, logistic areas. This is in a Duqm. Sohar, it is also, it is always in visitor benefit from reduced utility cost. Khazain, Khazain should be is located here because one of the, to keep that infrastructure of logistics is strong. That means tied dry ports and bonded areas, warehousing. All these specifications should be available to be infrastructures very strong. One of the other factors is expanding road network linking ports to GCC. A national highway network should be available in Oman. It is available national highway network and cross-border links available. Impact on trade, reduces cargo delivery time, lowers cost, and increase export efficiency. This is one of the road network. And yes, you know, there is one road which is just open, not maybe for maybe 2 years or less, between Saudi Arabia and Abri, Oman. This also network of the road. Also, we need also new rail projects. If you see this new rail projects already started in between Oman and UAE, and in future there will be between Oman and Saudi Arabia. This is in new rail projects. And later there will be also locally here in Oman new rails, which is from Muscat to the south of Oman. International airports with cargo handling, this one of the infrastructure of the logistic, which is international airports, as we know, Muscat International and Salalah Airport, and also Duqm, Sohar airports. The other infrastructure is modern warehousing, cold chain distribution centers. This is cold chain structures, automated warehousing, e-commerce and retail logistics, strategy location, as we talked about. These areas, warehousing or cold chain distribution centers like Khazain, for example, or Madain. Khazain, Madain. Now Oman plan to do this infrastructure of logistic, Khazain and Madain in different area in Oman, which is to keep the infrastructure is very strong, especially in the logistic. Uh, in fact, to be sustainable in logistic, any company should uh, should implement some process. This process, if you implement this process, and already Oman, Alhamdulillah, the first countries have followed this process and implement it and study planning the first country in one of the first countries in the world which is implement this process. That means Oman it will be very strong in logistic, especially because they are for the sustainable shipping practices. One example of this implementing of green ports. Already, Alhamdulillah, we start to implement green ports, which is energy saving equipment. Oman adopting energy efficient cranes, automated container handling system, and electric forklifts to reduce electricity and diesel use. This will be in future, and just now we started for some of these. Eco-friendly lighting, use of LED lighting and smart lighting system in board yards, warehouses, and administrative building helps cut power consumption and operation costs. A smart grid integration, some boards explore integrating renewable energy, which is same as solar panels, and Oman already started for these solar panels, and some of these areas in between Hema, Thimret, and also in Duqm. The other one maybe in Manah, they will do. Oman, it's coming and planning, Alhamdulillah, to do all these solar panel. Promoting electrical vehicles and low emission cargo handling, and Oman already started to for this planning electric cargo equipment and port fleets going electric government institutes. Initiatives to reduce fuel consumption and marine pollution. As we know, most pollutions it happen to the environment, which is coming, which is produced up from the ports. Oman, Alhamdulillah, already do that ESG, which is environmental social governance. They started for that. Oman, one of the countries which is follow the ESG standards, eco-friendly breathing they do in the marine, fuel efficient programs, which has used like LNG, low sulfur diesel, and ballast water management, how to management this water which is coming from the ships, and waste reduction ports are installing system to manage it, and recycle also do the recycles for the weight reduction from the chips. So really Oman is one of that. It will be sustainable in logistic. Aligning with the international, as I told you, Oman is a member of environmental social governments, and always they are work with the standards IMO and 14001. This is one of the challenges in here. This is if you see climate 13, which is talks about it's called SDG theory framework. This one it is challenge to the manager. This is climate 13. It is regarding that goal 13, climate, and goal 9 it is about industry. So how the manager challenge now? Manager challenge. He has environment and he has to develop his country. But when you need to develop your country, you need most of the work, too much work, and too much emissions, and too much gases. It is come, especially in the logistic. So how to control between to save the environment and between how to develop your country? So this is one of the challenges. But if you follow the sustainable in logistic and follow that ESG practices, which is a member in Standard International. If you follow this one, you will be challenge cut off. So this is one of the challenge, but Oman, alhamdulillah, this challenge solve it. Challenge, anyone has challenge and opportunities, but always I advise use your opportunities to remove your challenge. In Oman, yes, there is some challenge in land connectivity limitation and high operational costs and regional competition, especially here in UAE and Saudi Arabia. Uh, but we have opportunities for that, growing e-commerce and public-private partnership (PPP) and free trade agreements we have, and strategy vision or strategy location. This is one of the opportunity we need to use it. Now, would like to move the third themes, which is about Oman, how Oman stay connected to the world. Before that, I would like to give you some information or clue about how Oman it is staying connected to the world, not not planning for 1 year or 2 years. Maybe it is planning for ever 100 years, 200 years. And who first start for that? His Majesty Sultan Haytham. He this year's he visited to Europe countries, African countries. This was to keep to connect for more than 80 countries the world. That means this connection will keep the logistic. It is very high in Oman because most of the countries, this is all mafia information, most of the countries, they are depending on income on the logistic. Oman also it is working on the logistic too hard. It's starting already because we have here in Dukum hydrogen. I think you heard about the green hydrogen. You heard about the chemicals, petrochemicals projects, and also the solar. We spoke to it about it. Oman support maritime trade with over 80 countries. Yes, and facilities movement of oil, gas, minerals, and consumer goods. See this one. Uh, Oman is in export. As you know, this is of oil and gas and minerals such as chromes, gypsum. We export this one and limestone. Uh, Oman is rich of these raw materials, and we export it to outside. But as you know, this is one of planning of that Oman planning is to reduce produce the materials in Oman and invest of out of Oman. This is one of the planning of Oman government. So that's why we need to do much manufacture here in Oman. Oman is active member in international trade bodies. As you know, this is always a member of standards ICO. Plays a role in China Belt and Road Initiative via DOCOM. If you see the first picture about the world, Middle East, China in the Middle East, in the Middle East, near countries from Pakistan, Chinese, Korea, Singapore, that side. And this China belt is coming from there, passing to the Europe, and Duqm it is in the middle. So that's why, because it is in the middle, when and always a member of the China belt. Oman, it is a member of this China belt. So if any ships coming from Middle East to Europe country or Africa should be passed through Duqm, and they need to service their ships, for example, and that's why they are really it's coming highly of the logistic in Oman in the nearest future, inshallah. Attractive destination for logistic investments. As I said now, this is because Oman vision is 2040 is how to attract the visitors because of what's called real or minerals rose. Okay, rose materials is available much here in Oman. Manufacturing also can do here in Oman uh, because all this safe and open area is available here in Oman. So and is the gateway of the Middle East. So all these specifications keep that or attractive the investments to come in Oman. At the end, would like to thank you for listening for this short presentation. In futures, we'll give the other presentation, inshallah, which is about the logistic. And finally, at the end, I would like to thank Jam Al-Zahd channel to ask me to give this presentation about the Oman, how to stay Oman connected to the world. Thank you very much.
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, all thanks is to Allah. Alhamdulillah, 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 all thanks.